When food bad,
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video we'll be making some oven jerk barbecue chicken. So let's get into this video. So guys, here I have my chicken, and these are some leg quarters. I already cleaned them, wash them off as usual with some lime and vinegar, rinse them off, clean them up, and I went ahead and sliced the chicken. Reason for this, because I want, when I season the meat, some of that seasoning go underneath it, so when it's marinating, you know, say everything well seasoned and well sort out. So guys, here I'm gonna go in with some complete seasoning, and here I'm gonna go in with some salt and black pepper. Also gonna go in with some paprika. I'm gonna go in with some Maggi all-purpose seasoning. And also this is some jerk seasoning. You can use any jerk seasoning you desire. This is the one I use by Island Spice. You can use any one that you can find. And also I'm gonna go in with some cayenne pepper. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and rub all the dry seasoning in first before I put on the jerk seasoning. The reason I do this because I want to ensure that the dry seasoning is rubbed good onto the meat before I put on the jerk seasoning. So you want to ensure that you lift up the skin and you get some of the seasoning under the skin. You want to draw down the leg and get some of the seasoning under the leg. And as I said, I cut the chicken so some of the seasoning can go underneath it as well. So you want to take them up one by one and massage the seasoning in the chicken. So guys, and that's how it looks after I rub the dry seasoning on the chicken. You see how I get it all over the chicken, under the skin, on the skin, behind the chicken. You want to ensure that all the chicken is seasoned with that dry rub. So guys, here is my homemade jerk seasoning. I made this at home. I will do a video on this real soon, but I can tell you what I put in it. But if you don't want to make it at home, you can go ahead and buy the store-bought jerk seasoning. I would recommend Walker's Wood jerk seasoning because I use that sometimes if I'm running out of my homemade jerk seasoning. And they have two different ones. They have mild and they have spicy, so go with what you prefer. I went ahead and added about 3 tablespoons of jerk seasoning, and as I did before, I went ahead and rubbed all that jerk seasoning under the skin, behind the chicken, and on top of the skin as well. So you add the amount of jerk seasoning you prefer, but if you're going to use a store-bought one, please be mindful because there tends to be salty at times, so please be mindful of how you're using the store-bought jerk seasoning. If you guys want me to do a video on the store-bought jerk seasoning doing the jerk chicken, comment down below and let me know. So here I have some herbs, and this is just some thyme and some crushed pimento and some minced garlic. I did a rough chop on these. I did not chop them up really fine, and I went ahead and massaged it in the chicken. So guys, that's how the chicken looked after I added the jerk seasoning to it. So you see how that looked nice and well seasoned. That's how you want your jerk chicken to look, so you know, so when this done marinate and ready to kiss the oven, it's gonna be real good. So guys, here I have a poly bag. You can use any bag that you have available. You can use a Ziploc bag. I'm using a poly bag, and the reason why I put in the chicken in a poly bag because I'm gonna let it marinate. So you can marinate this jerk chicken for 12 hours, you can marinate it for 24 hours, you can marinate it for 2 days. Mine marinate for 4 days. You know, the longer it marinates, the better that seasoning is gonna soak into the chicken. But it's best if you marinate it for 24 hours. So I went ahead, tied up, and I pop it in the fridge, let it stay in the fridge, and marinate until you're ready for it. If you're not going to use it, don't let it stay in the fridge for too long, like a week or so. Put it in the freezer. So guys, after 4 days, this is how my chicken looks, well marinated. The seasoning is all soaked up in the chicken, so you know it's gonna be real good. So guys, here I'm gonna add some browning to my chicken. Not a lot though, and you can, if you don't have the browning, you can use soya sauce. And the reason why I'm adding the browning to the chicken, because you know when you use the grill, you can get that nice brown dark mark on the chicken. When you put it in the oven, you're not gonna really get that dark brown jerk chicken look. That's why I add a little browning to mine, for it to get that darker jerk chicken look. Guys, I'm also going to do a video on how I jerk chicken on the grill as well. I'm just doing this video for all who don't have a grill, so they can do it in the oven. So here I have my baking tray, and I lined it with some foil paper. Reason for the foil paper is just for an easy cleanup, so I can just take off the foil paper and throw it away and clean off the baking tray. So I went ahead and lined the chicken in it. Don't put anything on the foil paper, no oil or anything like that. It's not needed because the chicken is gonna spring a lot of oil, so you don't need it. And guys, this is 6 leg quarters for this recipe. So you know, if you're gonna make less, you know, you lessen the seasoning on it. So all that marinade that is left in the bowl, I'm going to go ahead now and put it on top of the chicken, for when it go in the oven, the chicken soak up all that marinade. So you just want to ensure all that marinade get on top of the chicken, so when it baking, the chicken can stay moist as well, and it gets the jerk chicken color that you're looking for. So guys, I went ahead and preheated my oven to 300 degrees. Make sure you preheat your oven, because you don't want to put the chicken in a cold oven. So turn on that oven when you know you take the chicken out of the fridge and you're preparing the baking tray. Just turn on the oven, make it go and heat up. So that's how the chicken looks after I put it on the baking tray. So let's put it in the preheated oven. So guys, it's been about 20 to 30 minutes, right? After that, you're going to check it, and after you check it, you're going to see that the chicken has released its own juice. So you're going to use that same juice and baste the chicken. You're doing this because you want the chicken to stay moist and juicy. So if you have like a turkey baster, you can go ahead and use that. If you don't, do like me and use a spoon and just baste the chicken with the drippings. I did this about 2 times with the chicken. After putting it back in, you give it 20 minutes more, then you go ahead and baste it again. And then after that, now we're gonna make our barbecue sauce to put on the chicken. So guys, you see how those chicken is coming along and looking nice and juicy? That's what we're looking for in our jerk chicken. So guys, this is the second base on the chicken. So that's what we're looking for. You want the nice color. You see how the chicken looking moist and juicy? That's what we're looking for. That's the reason why we baste the chicken. So we're gonna go ahead and make our barbecue sauce. And this is just my version of making some quick barbecue sauce. But you can go ahead and use a store-bought barbecue sauce if you like. You can use any one that you like. I went ahead and add some ketchup, some sugar, some pineapple juice, and also a tip of browning. If you don't have the browning, once again, you can use soya sauce. And I went ahead and also added some vinegar to this, and I also went ahead and add some molasses to this and some honey. And then you just want to combine all the ingredients together, make this come to a boil. Once it starts boiling and it starts to get thick, you can turn the heat off and move it off the heat. As I said guys, you can use a store-bought barbecue sauce if that's what you desire. I just prefer to make mine, and it's a simple, easy barbecue sauce to make, and it tastes really good, so you can go ahead and try it. So guys, that's how the barbecue sauce looks. As I said, just make it come to a boil so it can get thick, and then you just turn off the heat. So guys, this is how the chicken looks after I baste it for a second time. Now we're gonna add the barbecue sauce to the chicken, and in total this chicken baked for like 1 hour and 10 minutes on 300 degrees. When you're adding the sauce to it, you can go ahead and turn on your broiler if you want it a bit darker, but if not, you can just pop it back in the oven and let the sauce bake on the chicken for a bit. And then when you take it out the oven, you can just add more sauce on the chicken. Add the amount of sauce to your liking. I just add the sauce to the top of the chicken. I did not add none to the bottom. And guys, you see the reason why I added the browning to the chicken, as I said, I wanted it to get that nice dark jerk chicken look, like how you would do it on the grill. So guys, this is an easy recipe. As I said, it just takes 1 hour and 10 minutes to do this chicken. So guys, this is how the chicken looks after I put it back in the oven for 10 minutes, so the chicken can get that nice barbecue flavor. You know, after you put the barbecue sauce on it, you can't just leave it like that. You have to put it back in the oven so the sauce can soak in the chicken. So guys, this is how it looks after everything has done, after baking for 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's how the chicken looks, guys. You see, it's nice and juicy still, and it looks like a nice jerk chicken like you did it on the grill. Yeah, so I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I also made some festival, so let me know if you want to see my festival recipe, and I'll do a video on that. Comment down below and tell me what you guys think. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and tell me any other videos you guys like to see. And for all the pork lovers, I'll be doing a jerk pork video soon, same in the oven, oven jerk pork. So stay tuned for that video. See you guys later.